are freedom fighters.
Ghana people, it's you.
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came their crown, they changed their mind. When they came their crown, they changed their mind. What kind of people they sing?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they sing?
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Music.
Okay, so like to say a pleasant good morning and welcome to this edition of the program, Issues in the Society, with me, Stephen Compton, and Mr. Aliyu Mansale there in the United States of America. And for those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, we are asking you to share the live video. You can also send in your text messages on the platform as well. Definitely, we are going to read it out for you. Like the man Vinicius Junior Bar has done already. He says, I'm watching you from the borough of New Crew Town. Oh yeah, thank you so much. And we have John Foley also watching us. Yeah, somewhere around the Bible College. And thank you so much, my dear. And so we are here. Today's another day. A lot of things to talk about. You know, every day that comes and goes. Liberia is just another country, right? There are a lot of things happening. And many thanks to my ombudsman, Israel Bowiasie, who was able to, sufficiently deal with the high level of propaganda from the Unity Party people. Oh, yeah. Whenever these things come about, whenever these people try to, use other people as their vessel to propagate their message, or to go after certain people, then we will come, stand tall, and speak true to power. So thanks so much to my boss. And guess what? After our dear sister, Veronica Mamido made that statement against the former president. After that particular issue of flesh, the lady has deleted her post. But no, this particular issue has not been deleted from the minds of our people. It is so bad that just issue like such, like I was telling somebody, I said, I think there's a time that our dear sister and the rest of the family members should actually focus, mourn their late mother's death, but for seeing her coming out to make such statements, is something that is not welcoming. And I knew it was not just done, waiting there, but she was pushed to do what she did. That which is very, very much bad, right? Yes. So very quickly, there are a lot of things to talk about. I just thought to just make mention of that, inform our people probably who are not informed that our sister has deleted her post, and that's just not only it, but she needs to apologize because she knows within herself that particular statement she made against the former president, it was not something that she should have done, most especially at a point in time, right? most especially at a point in time, because she has been around for a very long period of time, and we have not heard her saying such thing. So at this point in time where our mother passed, and coming out to say such a thing is something that raises eyebrow. And I have checked, on the same people who are using her, the government, right? I have not even seen a statement from the government. There's a former a state lady, the current a first lady. Nobody has made a statement, to console the family. Nothing of such. Words of condolences to the family. Nothing of such. The government has not done anything of such. The first lady has not done anything of such. Then somebody just come out soon in the morning. She just go on social media platform, try to write all sort of things. You should be commending the former president. But again, that's just how it is. And let me recognize our people here. Morris also following us. He says, "Good morning, Kings FN. I'm watching you from Chikisu Fajr. Thank you so much." Navet Peve says, "Good morning, watching you from Morovia." Okay, thank you so much. And Nathan Page says, "Good morning, Kings FN. I'm watching from Kakata." Thank you so much. So you can also do the same. And there's a continuation of the King's Cash giveaway. We are giving out 10,000 Liberian dollars to our lucky winners, right? So all you need to do is to dial *799 *24 hash. That's the code, right? *799 *24 hash is the code. Uh, uh, for Lone Star Cell MTN subscribers, right? So you just need to have like $400 or $600 or even $200 in your mobile account and stand a chance to win for yourself 10,000. There's the weekend, and people who normally play, as I told you the last time, our regular players on the King's Cash giveaway will also be giving them $1,000 as well, just to appreciate them for playing, just for playing. We are going to do that. So the moment assistant selects your number, definitely we are going to send you that money, right? So people will be winning 10,000 at the same time. Regular players will also be walking away with 1,000 just for playing on the King's Cash giveaway. It's just very important. So take advantage of this opportunity and win for yourself. Good son of money. Rescue yourself, as I always told you. It is time to rescue yourself. Don't allow people to come to the city want rescue and they are not rescuing you, right? All right. So before I bring on Mr. Aliyu Masale very quickly, Agatha Glasgow, that yes, she said, "I'm watching from Tingos Village, RRA Row, where the common let me get this. Yes. All right. So where the common citizen children live. Wow, that's good. Veronica is also following us. You follow us from Yellow Flower Community. Bapen is also following us from, he said, "My condolences to the Dole of family." Thank you so much. And we have Fomba here. Fomba is watching all the way there from Grand Cape County. Thank you so much. Followed by Moses. Moses says, "Good morning, Kings FN radio station. I'm following from Banga City, Bon County. I appreciate you so much." All right, so thank you, and let me now bring on Mr. Aliyu Masale. Good morning, Chief. Good morning, Chief.
Oh, sorry, my mic was muted. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm getting you loud and clear, Chief.
Okay, good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Mama Labira. Juma Mubarak to all Muslims around the world. Salamu alaikum. Once again, this is Aliyu Masade from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Glad to be here this morning on the additional issue in the society. We are here this morning to discuss one or two things. Once again, good morning to Salamu alaikum.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Chief. Thank you. And we are here today, as I said earlier on. There are a lot of issues we will be looking at. I just thought to talk about this. The statement from the former president's daughter, and just thought to pass through it. But now, the main issue we'll be looking at has to do with the increase in accidents across the country. just a day or two ago, there was another accident on the Monrovia Kakata highway that led to the death of a police officer. And and this plus other issues, right? Other parts of the country, most especially on the highway there have been some high level of accident. All of the times people will talk about these things, but measures are not always put in place, and that which is very, very much bad. So we'll be looking at that today. And even the movement of these containers, right? This big container, when they are moving in the daytime, what that have caused to our people over the period of time. That the last time I was on my way home, I used the waterside area to get a keke and get home. The two containers, they were just coming opposite one another, right? And so when they just got to that area, everybody was just afraid. The whole stuff is laying, the other one is laying on side, So it is just very bad. And I think something needs to be done, right? Something needs to be done because, in Liberia here, it is just so sad that our people will not take a precautionary measures. They will not do that until something happens. Until something happens. So these are things we'll be looking at this morning to see. It's not just an easy thing, most especially, as I said, on the very hard ways. You will just see a truck will be parking, a truck will be parked without any sound that this truck has broken down, and or something or such. And a lot of times, moving cars and taxi and other cars will just bump into a parked vehicle, and people will just lost their lives. These things have been happening, and so it is hard time. The government found a remedy to these things, put in place measures so that the repeated occurring of these things can be curtailed. Our people are dying. Our people are dying. So, Mr. Masale, that's just it. Let me bring you on very quickly. As you have your say on these issues we are talking about as we go on and on.
Yes, once again, thank you, Stephen. Thank you, and I listening to what you just said. And to the callers, please, I don't really know how people will want to be calling on the radio, and at the same time they want to be hearing themselves. That's not right. We can continue to say this one thing and all of the time. And this going where I forgot to tell you, excuse me, I received so many excuse me. I received so many messages and calls from our followers in regards to Wednesday. They expect Wednesday to be like what's on your mind, but instead we were discussing other things, and most of them were the problem. Yeah, Wednesday we try to see how to make it to be what's on your mind, but again, we can't promise 100%. Maybe probably there will be some trending issues that need to be discussed, and then we would like to go into it as well. We will see how we can work on it to adjust ourselves to that, because right now our program runs on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There is no more Saturday due to some technical issues we're working on. So, but we will see what to do. To see.
Oh yeah. So in regards to that, normally we promise you people that at least during the course of the week, we just give you, our audience, that opportunity, to have your say on this issue, maybe dedicate the entire show to you people. But yeah, why we told you people that when there are some issues that come about during the course of the week, we just need to look at them, discuss them. Then you now will be able to have your say on them. So so let's see next week. Definitely we are going to select a day in next week, give it out to you, our followers, so that you can be able to have your say on the program as well as we normally do it. Yeah, Chief, go ahead.
Okay, thank you there. And yes, I'm just tired. I said this morning. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you were, before you come in, you were explaining a situation that happened. I think
Yes,
a medical issue?
the same thing we're just discussing about Liberia this one time about those
Mhm.
medical malpractices in the country. And at
Mm.
my other job, one of our staff there, she had a mere error. And right
Mm.
now, last night they have to call me. I was there from 11 o'clock up to almost 2 o'clock this morning before I got home. Yes, there's the see example I was giving the last time. Instead of giving you your medication, I give it to Hussein Kiawu and then give Kiawu into you. And that's the error she made. And some of
Wow.
those, everybody have allergy to certain medication they don't take. And she
Mhm.
was buying 7 p.m. medication. And I don't know what she was doing, not paying attention. And she gave someone the wrong medication. Someone on the medication gave it to the person. And that person, they started scratching, all kind of things, their face, their skin started getting red. And these are things when we give people medication, after every 2 hours, we need to check
Mm.
on them. And she was not even checking. She was just sitting almost 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock when she go. This person in there check, scratching, they started sewing up and thing. So last night when they called, I have to go there, call 911, call the nurse and thing, all of these things. The person we had to take them to the ER. They are there now, had to report the incident to the state. So that's a serious problem she's going to be in. It's very, very serious.
Mhm.
She lose her license. If possible, she may likely go to jail for some time because it's very, very serious.
And,
These
and,
people,
and this is something we actually overlook in Liberia here.
yes. But I pray that the person recover and come through. Everything should be okay. And I'm also
Mhm.
in prayer with her. Uh, when it comes to going to jail, I think I pray against that. But it's a serious problem. Because such a thing you have to report immediately to the state that is not something to play with. Those
Mm.
people that to they are almost first priority to the states. Okay, so you have to be very careful. As I was telling you, time to do this thing, you have to avoid distraction. Take away your phone. That one of the things that always distract us from work and pay attention to what you're doing. Well, I pray. I'm in prayer with our client, and I'm also in prayer with her. So, well, she's not going to administer medication here anytime soon. Maybe 1 or 2 years. Her license
Wow.
will be book, and we don't know why we come after that because that's not just ordinary to say the person nothing happened to them and it happened. You give the medication 7 o'clock and you were to check on the person like 7, 8, 9, and 10 o'clock before. Even if that person were not to be screening, she was not going to go even in the room to check on them. You see, but it is why it is. I said we pray for the best for the client and also for her. You know, that's our African sister as well. So to the issue of this too much, you were talking about the accident in the country, eh?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes, yes. The too much accident in the country. My brother, these are some of the things we want the government to really see what to do in the country. Because every day you see accident, every day you see people dying. Like you sent me something
Mhm.
recently, police officer, and almost every week or every month you will see this thing happening in the country. And people don't even say carry cars for servicing. And this is why sometimes when people say, "Oh, Masade, I want to send my money to you, or so you can buy a car and send it for me here," I can tell them, "Yes, I'm shipping. I will want money, but the problem here to buy the car in America, and then you pay for the shipping. When you get to the port, you clear it. All of these things. Sometimes when you check all of that money, is almost the same of the price in Liberia. Why can't you buy the car in Liberia and they are like, oh, your cars they can be so good? Yes, because the way we maintain our cars. You see, I just came home last night. I saw the mail. You see, this is from the Maryland Department of Transportation. Like now,
Mm.
next 26, I had to carry
Mhm.
my emission test. You see, all of these things. When you buy a car here, even before you do anything with that car, you have to carry that car for inspection. When you carry that car for inspection, they will inspect that car and they will give you a 30-day temporary tag to be driving that car around if it will be safe. And they give you within 30-day grace period to inspect that car, look at the brakes, when it be cheating, the shock absorber, all things that need to be changed for the car to be safe to drive. They give you 30 days to do everything. After that 30 days, so that you can go and get an original tag, whether you want to get 1 year, you can call it lesson plate, we call it tag here. Whether you want to get a lesson plate for 1 year, you want to get it for 2 years. But first of all, you have to do inspection. You carry that car, they will put it in the system, or 2015 Nissan, they car came for inspection at Stevie Garage. If you inspection, this thing need to be fixed. When you finish it, they go back in the system, they put it there that this thing have been fixed, the car is safe to drive. Before you can even carry that paper for them to give you or plate or tag now, whether you want 1 or 2 year tag. Time for emission test, you have to carry your car for emission. You driving your car when you come on the dashboard, maintenance required, meaning either you have to go, that's the time you need to go and change your oil. Sometimes check engine lights come on your dashboard, immediately go to the garage to diagnose what brought that check engine light, what is happening to the engine. But in our country, all of these things we don't know. You see, people, even the car they not holding, they will go. You see all kind of funny thing. It's just too much. That is our country. But the too much of accident in the country is just something we can't get over, and we don't know what mechanism can the transport ministry put in place or to get those unsafe car out of the street. You see cars with no light, people are driving, and I saw something they go on time, Gregory Coleman there. I saw carrying ballet camera in the country for police to use when they get a ballet camera on them. And sometimes, like in America here, when you're 3 miles away from those people, they can capture you to know the speed at you are running. Like when I'm on the highway, the only thing that can cool me down is my GPS. The moment you tell me police ahead within 5 miles, I make sure I drop my speed to the exact level. So I think they get similar thing in Liberia now. I saw those that police are going to be using to detect people the speed at you are on, and they think about highway police going on the highway just to arrest cars because they are overloaded. You have to pay attention. Liberia, we doesn't have no speed limit. People run anyhow they feel on the highway, and some of these cars they don't carry for maintenance, they don't carry them for servicing. The brakes are not even holding. You will see somebody trying to apply brake, the car is holding them to certain level before you stop. So I see some of these things, it had to do with reckless driving. Running with the car speedy is not all to it. You should have steering control. Some of those people, they are reckless drivers, and some of them they don't have steering control at all. And some of these things, or the failure of proper maintenance of the cars, people just get in the car, you start the car, boom, you gone. Like I'm sitting here, my car is running. When I go, I listen to the sound, everything, and make sure, okay, when I hear any street sound, I had to take it to the mechanic. I started my car this morning, and I heard certain sound. Can you look at it? But Liberia, we don't do all of these things. You start the car, boom, you gone. You see? So the too much accident, or we don't know what the transport ministry or the department are responsible for that. They had to put some mechanism in place. They had to build some system in the country where people will be able to be carrying cars for maintenance and things. How drivers have to go for training. People just learn how to drive on the football field 2-3 days, and then you see them in the street there. And the car you driving, you are not the only person. You have other people family with that car. And some of them, when they are speeding, when you try to talk to them, they tell you, I know what I'm doing. I say, I get life. I have get it down from so by several stars in Liberia like that. Motor boy rider will tell you, say, my man, you think that you want to get life. They tell me I get life. The driver say the same thing as well. You see? So they really need to put some mechanism in place. People have to control their speed limit when they are driving. people will be driving on 60, they go in a curve with 60. These things, they are not good. And when they pass that curve, they feel that, oh yes, I'm a professional driver, I know what I'm doing. This thing, the accident rate is too much in the country. You see, somebody can just drive on the football field, you go look, they get driver license. Here we don't do this thing. You see, you don't do it. When I came to this country, with all my driving, I started driving at the age of 18 in Liberia. That's why when I leave from here, I go Liberia, I can still drive. People can be wondering why. Because I was driving there before I came to the US. Those of you who only learn how to drive here, you people find it difficult to drive there. You see, when you come here, you go to driving school. I don't know, America is a one country. All the states get different rules. When I came here, I went to driving school. They gave me driver permit. From driver permit, I got a provisional license for 1 year, 6 months. My driver permit was for 2 years. And even when they give you that, you are not allowed to drive on your own. Unless someone who have a valid driver license should always be in the car to supervise you to drive. And that driving permit go for 2 years. After that, if you go, you take your driving test. Before you get the permit, a computer test you're going to take. When you pass it, they give you the provisional license. After 2 years, or maybe you can drive for 6, 7 months, you feel you can make it to go take the test. If you do the road test, you pass, they give you a provisional license, which go for 1 year, 5 or 6 months, something like that. If you drive for 1 year, 5 or 6 months on your provisional license, there is no or that kind of horrible accident record that you got involved in. Then now you become a professional driver. They give you a valid driver license. You see, this is the system here. But Liberia, you just learn on the field, you pass through the system. I know Stevie working to transport ministry, a team book. The license, people doesn't go for driving tests, even though they say they have it there, but people are not doing those things. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, then you see me in the traffic. So these are some of the things the government had to put some measures in place. This is an old age problem from any time up to now. It still continue. I think transport ministry, you need to step up your game to see who you guys are giving driver license to up there. And most of those vehicles, sometimes police officer, when you see some people, the way in which they are speeding, give them good ticket that when they pay that money, that at least they will teach them some license. Can't just get people speeding recklessly. When you stop, then they come to your car, they come, they shake your hand, oh officer, and you allow them go. Those people, they take risks with people's life in the country. They see as keke rider, bike rider. It's just everywhere. Motorbike accident, keke, vehicles, it's just the same. So these are some of the risks I see unprofessional drivers, people who just learn on the football field and they award them driver license, or lack of maintenance, proper maintenance. People doesn't carry car for maintenance, or people reckless driving, they just speed with cars, and some of them doesn't even have steering control. And some people take speeding to be like a sport. When they get in the car, they just speeding with it, forgetting that those lives you are carrying, there are other people life, and even in case of anything, your life is involved. So I think the transport ministry, they need to step up. The accident rate is just so much in the country, and not just this government. It's been happening in previous government. And I think we need to be graduating from one stage to another. It can't just be something to continue. And I see they get some traffic light in the country. I can see people pulling people over. And I saw something about Sereno Cephas. They pulled him over. They gave him tickets. And I saw him. He was saying so many things. But Liberia is a country. The laws are different. Like your vehicle registration expire. Why should you be driving when your registration expire? Like in the
he said his vehicle registration, his document, the document had not expired. You know, he termed the police action to be something, you know, that was intentional, probably to denigrate him. Also, so I think I heard something about taking legal action or so.
Stephen, first of all, like just as I told you, my vehicle emission test is scheduled for June, the 26th of next month. Already sent me people, and I even received it from the state or 2 weeks ago, and now they have sent me a mail that my vehicle or emission test is scheduled for next month, the 26th. Now my vehicle registration expires September, and by August they are going to send me the paper, and they will even send me an email followed by the mail that, oh yes, you need to do your vehicle registration in September. So I made sure about the 30th of September or 28th to the 28th, the 29th, I should go and do my vehicle registration renewal. You see, because if you don't do that, police catch you driving that you have not yet renewed your vehicle registration, they will pull you over and warning for that. Okay. If you doesn't go and change register it, another police see you again, they will pull you over. And when they take your driver lesson, they check in the system. Oh yes, Stephen will pull over by Officer Hussein Kiawu on so and so date, and gave him a warning to go and renew his vehicle registration, and he didn't do it. They will give you ticket. But you can't just pull me over today. You have to give me your warning. Don't you know you're supposed to renew your vehicle registration? It already expired. So I was saying, I'm sorry, I forgot. And then I already received that warning. The next police officer that will pull me over, the moment they take my driver lesson, they put in the system, it already appeared that Husinkia will give you a warning before. And like that, they are going to give you ticket. And I saw he was pulled over, and I think he was giving tickets, and I don't know the traffic law in Liberia as how it goes, but this is how our own works here. You see, so you can say, oh yeah, my vehicle registration is expired. I just 12 days now. Even you're not supposed to sit and let it expire before the whole 12 days. What are you doing as your position, your title in the country? You see, but these are some of the things somebody will say, you know who am I? You can't put me over, and he want to politicize it. I don't subscribe to this nonsense. You don't have to politicize that. You people should be there to teach people to do the right thing as your position. I know you counsel or you waiting or whatsoever, but you people will do nonsense and then you want to politicize it. That's not about politics. What are you teaching the other people out there? For me, I don't subscribe to some of this nonsense. People who we expect to know better, and they can't do nonsense. They want to come and politicize it because I'm for CDC. That's a complete BS. I don't subscribe to it. Yes, people, the transport ministry, they had to put things in order in the country when it comes to too much accident and things. And people should go to driving school, know all these signs and things. But even though Liberia, we don't even say have a speed limit, we don't have driving signs and things. When you going in curve, where and all of these things, where animal cross on the highway, all of these things, like, let me just get to something quickly. There's a girl in the American, or Liberian. She from or Liberian. She's in Philadelphia. That girl, she will go on live. You will see her. She will go. She will buy a leafy frog, and that girl will be on live video with her followers and things. You will see that girl skinning that frog alive. People will be warning her, you don't do this, you don't do this. Like girl will go buy chicken, you see her skinning that chicken alive. She will go buy a guinea pig and thing, bring the thing and skinny. Today she's going to prison for 7 years.
Wow.
If you are driving where deer can cross, there's a sign that deer crossing zone. So when you reach over there, you have to reduce your speed limit. Deer kill people here for common. Sometimes you driving with speed, they see the way you come in, they spring, and they always they will come in your chest, they kill people for common. And maybe you are not the only person in that car. And they too, they have right to cross the street, so you can't just run into them. All of these things are put to place in here. You see? So that's why we have signs for all of these things. To fishing here, you have to get license. To hunt here, you have to get license. When I was in Hyattsville, you can be walking on the football field. You were deer walking by one another, like June passing by July. You can't tell this thing, they have that right. You see? So all of these things, like people driving in Liberia, there is no sign to tell you are going in curve. There is no sign to say this is an animal zone. All of these things, I think we get more to do in the country. But the issue about the accident, while I suspect is lack of proper maintenance. People don't carry car for maintenance and things. Checking your brakes and things. When you see check engine light on your dashboard, you don't go to know what brought this light on my dashboard, what's happening to my engine. Even when the brakes are low, they want to be managing it instead of thinking about their life, break failure, you say you can die. They don't think about this thing. They will say, let me go bomb me and come back. Me, I will change the break tomorrow. When they break again, let me go and come. You don't take risks with your life and other people's life.
Brother, no, yes,
Yes, reckless
we are.
driving excessively, and something happen. My brother, there is nothing a professional driver. You can take the car from the factory today, you can have a brake failure, you can have a mechanical failure. So people will say, I trust my brake. Never you trust a brake. You have to be very careful. So for me, the reason of this accident, that's what I see. Unprofessional drivers, just people go to driving school. They go behind the horse, they beat the system. You give them driver lesson, they get in the street there, or people are not
Mhm.
proper maintenance on car. People are lack of steering control, or people take speeding to be supposed. So these are all the things we see. Maybe everything is a gradual process, but we want the transport ministry to really looking at the department that is responsible for that, to put some measures in
Mhm.
place come to those giving or driver license up and all of these things. There are a lot to do, but people have to be very careful. The life you save out there can be your life and other people's family. There are too much accident across the country.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Masale. Thank you so much. I don't know. You are coming in a bit broken, and yes. So I think the same problem we experienced this gone time is what we are experiencing now. But however, thank you for your own analysis on the issue we are talking about here this morning. Very quickly before I go further, let me recognize other people who have just joined us. And Juju One Way is following Mr. Reeves. Our own Coley is following uh uh Gegeti, something like that. Is that passed away? I'm not seeing the last name. Gegeti passed away. Yeah, the way the sister is said, I'm not really seeing the last name, so I'm sorry. Yeah, but anyway, thank you for following us. Yeah, that's good. And now, keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. As I told you, we are giving our 10,000 to lucky winners. Yes, okay. Uh, 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 and we are also giving 1,000 to our regular players as well. So keep playing, and let's see how best we can give you out your money. The money is here. All you need to do is to keep playing. All right. So Mr. Reeves just joined us. Let me bring it on very quickly before we go to the telephone line. Mr. Reeves, you are on now. Go ahead, Chief.
Uh, Good morning to all of you guys. I actually forgot about a show this morning, but I'm
Oh,
on.
okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And basically, let me just bring you up to speed about issue we are talking about. We're discussing about the increase in accident across the country, what it calls, cars that are not roadworthy, moving around the way, the manner in which, those heavy duty truck, the speed on the mirror and all these things. So these are things we are looking at and, trying to bring the Ministry of Transport and other relevant government authority attention to this issue.
Well, thank you. That is a good thing. In fact, I mentioned that I think during one of our conversations at Freedom Radio when they
Mm,
were harassing those that are driving or riding motorcycles, that they were more dangerous to the society, and I said,
mhm,
no, the same way they are dangerous to the society, so are those full leg vehicles or four tires or more vehicles
mm,
that are planted in the street. See, the problem in the country is that majority of the people that in power, they are
mm,
connected to most of those trucks that we see killing a lot of innocent people and what have you. If
mm.
they don't own those vehicles or their family members don't own those vehicles, they are also there to to they are also there to support the RDS, and these are some of the things.
Mhm. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Chief. Are you there? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
those are some of the reasons. For example, they will know that
Mhm.
this car is defective. The car will be smoking. They'll be putting all the smoke in the air, affecting people, causing more traumatic cases. They know that the brakes are not good. And even if some of those poor, I don't want to use the word poor police for our people, but some of our police officers,
Mm.
they do something to say, you know what, they pull over the vehicle. The lawmakers themselves, I've seen it. The lawmakers themselves will either come and rescue the vehicle and even get the police officer in trouble. And this is why those things are going on. So the transport ministry, they don't have any power to do anything because they've seen lawmakers, they've seen people that are in higher authority. They are the one that violating the traffic. Look, for example, when you are going on Tottenham Boulevard, going towards the City Hall area, or you are going in town,
Mhm.
even the lawmakers, the government officials, they will violate the rule of traffic and they will drive in opposite direction. So the problem then is because the government of Liberia is supporting criminality, and that's why our innocent people are dying. So it is a serious matter. The same way the government
Mhm.
of Liberia gave green light to medical practitioners to kill people and go free, because there are some people who can be drunk and they can do their operation or medical or care, and then when they kill that individual, nothing comes from out of it. This is because our
Mm.
government is supporting those kind of ideas, and it's not just this administration, but previous
Mhm.
administration. There has been a norm in the country, and we need to flag this. And I thank you and Masale for bringing this topic out, for also let our people know. Our people are dying every day. The other car will lose control. It will run into a lot of people and cause problems.
Yeah, Solomon, you just said something. Stevie, can you hear me clear? Solomon, good morning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm getting you.
Yeah, you. This is something I really want to know. Is there any law in Liberia that government officials they get right to drive on the sidewalk when they are going to work?
They are violating the law. They're supposed to obey the law. They are the lawmakers. They're
Yeah.
violating the law,
Mhm.
but they are untouchable. You cannot touch them. Even
Eh,
the government
Oh yeah.
officials can wrong you, and anytime you decide to do something, uh, they will get you in trouble. One of my friends,
Mhm.
one of the former government official, probably still in government, he went and took this poor guy's girlfriend. And then when I was talking about his girlfriend, he went in jail. The poor guy who got a girlfriend, and the guy was in jail for years. They put all kinds of things on him, and this guy was my friend. We tried talking to him that he shouldn't behave like that. So I'm saying this to say that they do not follow the law. All of them, they don't follow the law, and our government, our president, they don't enforce the law. That
Mhm.
this law, once we do that, you're creating a death for the other people. It is sad. People don't follow the law, but they want for you to follow the law.
And this is the problem.
Mhm.
One
Yeah,
example I that when I saw one other lawmaker, I say he was for Lufa County to answer like ENW is somewhere around there. That guy is on the highway. He took the sidewalk, and you see, one thing I know, most of those people, some of them, they live in America here. And you see, today, my vehicle insurance, I will pay $198 for full coverage. Today I'm paying $250. The reason why I paid $250, I went to work. One of our driver called out, so those individuals we deal with, we get time to pick them out from their houses. So my manager said, "Oh yes, Masadi, can you please help this and that?" On my way going, the client mother keep calling, "Oh, I need to go to work. I'm not seeing you." So this telephone beer factory for now we bush. And then like SAT area where to beer factory there, I can say Gori in Momota. Still we supposed to know that area there where people can get bent behind beer factory there. So looking at that short area, and I'm in the traffic, I say, oh, why SAT right here? Let me just get on the sidewalk because SAT right down there. My brother, as soon as I got on that sidewalk, boom, state trooper they pulled me over. They gave me ticket, and today because of driving on the sidewalk, I had to go back to the traffic division for training, and it carried my insurance, or it is on my driving record for 2 years. This coming August, it will leave for my driving record just because I drove on the sidewalk. And I will see people doing this thing in Liberia. I don't really understand. And some of these people, they live in this country, they know the system. There is no justification why you had to speed. They will give you ticket for speeding. There is no justification why you had to drive on the sidewalk. If you know as a minister, as a director, you're supposed to be to your office 8 o'clock, looking at the road situation in the country, looking at where you live in, try to leave your house as early as 7 o'clock, 7:15, and put all these things into consideration. I may meet traffic on the road, this and that, may meet accident. Just calculate. I'm supposed to be the where 8 o'clock. At least let me try to be there 7:50 or 7:55, and consider the other time maybe I will meet accident and thing. But instead of lying down in your house, you're supposed to be to your office 8 o'clock. When they say 7:30, and then you jump in the street when you see traffic, and then you start using siren, abusing other people, right? Get you out on the sidewalk, for people to make way. What are you people teaching people? And then when you see Keke get you on the sidewalk, you want to have them arrested. Why you should get on the sidewalk? The people that are supposed to make the law, they are breaking the laws. That's the reason why I ask the question if there is any law that say lawmaker or government official should drive on the sidewalk because they are going to work and there is a traffic. You see?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Mr. Reeves, you can just come in just a little bit before we go to the telephone line.
Yes. I mean, the rules are on the books. Just that in Liberia, when you government official, you are above the law. Everything that they charge people for, that's the same thing they are doing. And you just saw it recently when lawmakers broke into the government because of I think they thought it was in their favor. Those are not how somebody who is a lawmaker supposed to live. They're supposed to behave. The laws are there. People are not violating. The same way we get law.
Hello,
You don't hear me? You don't hear me? Are you hearing me?
Oh my God! I think no, I'm not really getting you at all. Yeah, seriously, I don't know.
Maybe the problem from you, the problem from your system.
I think. Yeah, it is the internet problem. It is the same internet problem.
Clear. So the problem from your system over
there.
The same way we get
it is the same.
The same way we get law on the bump. That if a man sleeps with a man or a woman sleeps with a woman, they call it the law of sodomy. It is punishable for 1 year in prison. Okay. The Roman was going around that Ojawia or recognized gay marriage, but he signed gay marriage into law. But what the Weah administration did was that they signed so that nobody should kill a gay person because that is their preference. We not kill them, but it's a law in Liberia that a man sleeping with a man, that is a sin, and it is punishable for 1 year imprisonment. So the laws are there, but the people are deliberately breaking the law.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you ever so much, Mr. Reeves, and that of Mr. Ali Masaleh. Let's now go to the telephone line and hear from our people on 0772239933, 0886 304497, 0777980375. Call us and have your say on the show this morning. This person, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Donald B. Tobacco from Jacobson Ria.
Okay, Chief, go ahead.
Yeah, it was the guy that called you this gone Wednesday when you were on the show talking about his eye problem.
Yeah, but man, we're talking about that. We're now discussing other issue. We'll talk about that after the show, please.
Yeah, please, you take my number after the show. You read number. I beg you, Steven, I beg.
Okay, all right, thank you. Let me get this other person. Good morning.
Steven Compton. Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us the name and where you joining us from.
Yeah, Ali, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam,
Yeah,
my
this
brother.
is
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, this is Hussein Keo. I call from Jacobstown.
Go ahead very quickly.
Yeah, thank you. So, in passing, Stephen, you said the government has now officially, spoken on the death of the former first lady.
I said I'm yet to.
No, they spoke yesterday. Regular press briefing. Daniel Sino spoke on behalf of the government, extending government sympathy to the bereaved family and the people of Grenji there. So the government has had official, or sympathy expressed to the bereaved family. I just thought to inform you on that. So, like you were talking, like you were talking about the transport system. Let me say thanks to Aliyu, for sharing his experience with us. There's a serious challenge in our country, and I think government after government we have experienced those things. More especially, look, for example, take for example the Corway rule. Those guys who ride in those trucks, those sand trucks, when you see those guys speeding on that road, you will even feel for your children. Even people who stay along
the Disville area there.
Oh, it's so terrible because I have a place in Disville, even Corway, so I'm regularly on that road. Those guys, they speed on that road too much. And I don't know what the regulations. And we have a police depot right there in Disville. So I don't know if they're regulating those guys. But it worries me a whole lot.
Okay.
Those guys can very speed on that road. And every time they kill the motorcyclists on that road, we can't even get the outcome of it. It's a serious thing. And I think the Ministry of National Police have to see how best they can work in line to curtail some of those challenges.
Thank you, my dear brother. Let's get this other person from our WhatsApp line here. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, thanks for.
Yes,
Mazarine, thank you so very much for teaching our people in Liberia about transportation and safety in Liberia. Because it's so scary. It's so scary. I was in Liberia during the campaign time. And I'm telling you, most especially our people that live from this country called America or Europe or the UK, wherever they are, they go into Liberia and act as if to say where they came from, they don't have no laws. I mean, a lady drove straight into us. My girlfriend just left. She's in Liberia now. She had to take a 6-hour surgery when she came back to the States. A lady drove straight into us, and that lady came from America. Why? Because she wanted to overtake it to what she wanted to do. We had a nasty accident, airbag bus. The car was so messed up. In Liberia, no rules, and that's why you said the head, those who are supposed to be responsible, say the imposition. They are the worst. Congressmen say the worst. They're worse in that country because they feel that they got power, and as soon as you talk, they call the police. Police don't come and ask questions. If you in the right, the first police run up, start pushing you, carry you, and do all sorts of things to you. Our country really need help. The great Burkina Faso right now, they have camera all around in the country right now. That country that just started from scratch. So you won't lie. They have camera to look at, to see, just as if you live in DC or Baltimore, how you guys got, even the trash can have camera for it.
Okay, all right, thank you for
that's not way back. We way back. We need help. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, and let's hold you there and get this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Aliyu.
Good morning, Chief. You are live. Tell us the name and where you're calling from.
Coco from UNGA.
Okay, Coco, go ahead.
You see, I want to speak to the issue about the necessary.
Let's speak about the transport issue. Hello? Let's just speak about the transport issue. I just thought to give an update on that the lady has deleted her post.
All the mistakes that in a country about obeying the law. The police, they get the law to implement the law. And implementation, they go into their pocket. They are implementing the law accordingly. The implementation, when they catch you, they won't implement the law, they go in their back pocket. They can beat the two in their pocket. So, I wouldn't know what we're doing. The lawmaker to, as someone enforce the law, they say in the same shoe. So, it will be difficult if we go back our drawing board and all the lawmaker will put all of that down and be another new lawmaker that will all come together and go to the constitution, and the constitution is the worst thing that we ever misconduct, because we can't understand anything.
Okay.
The same woman who says he will they just 4 minutes review. What she did there. In order to put all kind of things, increase the mess. So it doesn't come for we don't know what to do about the whole thing in the country.
Okay, thank you, my dear brother. Let's hold you there. There, get this pressing. Good morning.
Good morning, Canton.
Good morning.
Good morning to Mazari and Reese. This is Edmond Carr.
Mr.
Yeah, and you know, the problem we face in Liberia with the accident store is about some is reckless driving and some the vehicle are not in proper condition. Because normally when the police come out, the government come out to say they are carrying out inspection, their concern is only to collect the license money, to collect the vehicle registration money, quote unquote, they are added insurance to it and collect it. But they don't care whether the car is in good condition to plow the streets of Monrovia. They don't do that. So how you will not always, because if the man is on an excessive speed on the highway and he can't cross not be able to start, he will collide into the other. Then when you look, you see different things happening. Then the next thing is about these guys that do the regular driving, the truck driver, my brother.
Yes.
I don't know which color you guys come from. They always got an earpiece in their ear. These days when you are on the highway moving, when any government see the guy coming, you will see them jumping off the roof.
Yeah.
Because you always on the excessive speed. Why you can't sustain them? Why you can't let them know that hey, this is the country that we have?
That's the question.
And we have law here. We have life to protect. But they don't do it. You know, say having the reckless driving and they always killing people on those very highway. So we hope that they'll be able to take you from that and do the right thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Carr. Let's hold you there. Get this pressing on. Hello. Hello.
Yeah,
I'm okay. Tell us the name. Where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Broadway. This is Leila calling from Broadway.
Okay, man of Freeman. Go ahead.
I want to say hi to my.
Oh, she went off. I just hope you can call back if you can. Definitely. Then I will take you on. This person, good morning.
Good morning, Masai.
Good morning, Ma Sisi. Yes, go ahead. You are live.
Thank you. Thank you. This is my son, Masai, and my man. We say good morning to him.
How you call a man nation? Let me get our nation.
We nation.
Oh, we nation. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to. And nothing can change under police. I always say this to the Liberian people: when you pay police $150 million, they will not teach their master for driving. They will not teach it. Let them just name master get added to it. They say, where you bring those things and put it in place. So, take for example, just look at the red line. Look at the red line. When the red line catch somebody, they will say, oh, a demon. They will pass you.
Yeah.
And go. They will make the law. They break the law. Someone may come to the law. They see the law, they pull you over. Then they give you ticket. When they see their lawmakers, they are not break. You see car that already finished. All the money finished, but inside, injury break down. but it will be in the street, in the traffic, holding the war. And they see nothing that they will not go there for their money, putting the pocket and last one. I just say you're collecting money before you put it for the money. Why the money today? You pay them for 1 million, what you they will never change it. They will never change. They put their profit. That was all pay for people a lot of money and they will change that system. It will never be changed. On our police, only government camp, they will not change. But they put their money in like see. You see that so. Police are for rough men. They be corruption. So now they pocket Diana. So you will not talk with tire. You will get something like black.
Okay, all right, Master C, thank you. And you just stressed a point that which is very, very much important. The last time, yes, the police RG on the highway, he was able to, call some of the officers to order by, getting the money they took from quote unquote drivers. Yeah. So he took that action, brought his own men to public ridicule. And now the question, a lot of people will be asking, are these things now still happening? Or it was just showmanship? That's what I said the last time, right? I said the RG's action is that something that to say, oh yeah, he wants to fight corruption, he wants to do this, he wants to do that. That was just a showmanship. That was just a showmanship. If you ask about 1,000 drivers now that are driving all around, they will tell you that these things are still happening. And we are people that normally get on board these vehicles or tricycles and other things. We can see them on a daily basis. These things are still happening. These things are still happening. That was just a showmanship to tell people that he's working and so. That was just a showmanship. These things continue to happen. Our people continue to die. Right? Like someone said. So it is something like, I want to do this for people to see me doing it. No, it should be done. It should be a continued process. It should be a continual process. Why is it that continuously from one government to another? Why is it that all these problems, it's just a vicious cycle? These things are happening all of the times. Every government that comes into power, you will get those same guys running on the road recklessly. Why are these things happening? Why is it that the government of the day cannot be able to call these guys to order? So now I will come to believe what other people are saying, that probably these same people, these same government officials, they are the one who are supporting these kind of acts. That's the reason why you just see a container will just be moving in a day. People will be afraid of all these things. But if something happens now, the government will say they want to take action. And I can always tell people that particular action is not in the interest of the people, but to just show your political will or probably your political power. Like the police RG did the last time. You are just wanting to show power over hey guys. That, I'm the RG here. Nobody should be able to take money, all kinds of things. But again, let's get more people. They should be Man Water. Let me see what I can get her from this end. Good morning, man. Hello, Man Water. Let me see. Okay, let me get it from the end. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to tell Matale, thank you for stretching your hand to me. I pray that God will bless him. That anything you want from Allah will give it to him.
Okay,
man. God bless his children.
All right.
And I tell you, thank you for the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Man Water. Let me see this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Tell us the name and where you joining us from.
My name is Errol Council. Calling from Jisu Factory.
Okay.
One time I was in a reconstruction room. A car killed a ball. Car killed a ball. We sat around there. We only saw insurance man coming. We see who killed the ball. No diagram. This and that. When we get there, the car is insured. Yes, the car is insured. Okay, the man jumping around. So I was looking at and I said, are these people do not only insurance money they after? And go low insurance man king. I said, but where is the man? Where is the car? No car. Would you only or they will let the people? So see now on the crosswalk if you are crossing. Because you see the car coming towards you. No way they won't stop. And all these things, all is so happen. Still on the crosswalk way back, the day of summer, the day of gold. You start it. So the car supposed to start when they knock you, they run. They charge it. But when I know the thing, we just come with people right here to the junction or to get super junction. People can come with speed when they coming towards you. And you smile, you're not calling you on the side or the whole day. So the system, they call.
Okay.
All these people, all they can be happy because the amazing show. So when it came somebody, people said they are not afraid.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's show you that. Get this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Vanny for Cutting Tree.
Okay, Vanny, go ahead.
You know, the traffic we're discussing, some of us in the traffic for long. And my very first time saying that in workshop for traffic, it was during Ome time. 3 different times Ome host traffic workshop in Habel. I attended it. You know, from the workshop, some of these child will educate themselves to know how well if the car get problem or not. But you know the police and transport, they only ask for money. Can you imagine? They will force you to get a fire extinguisher. They will force you to get a reflector. They will force you to register. They force you to get your driver lesson. Which of all those things are good for you as a driver. But then they will not follow up to say today, say we want to use it, we need to go club or to go to our girlfriend. Let's organize a workshop to every community. And after every 2-3 months, you organize a workshop. Every driver that within that era attend our workshop. Where you were able to educate the gentlemen running Islam traffic. Gentlemen, if you know this car has a problem, you have to make sure you solve it because you're left first before those in caring. But they will never do it. Even the inspection when you they only ask, oh, my man, let's say expire. Go for a $20. I can call the tow truck and the Puguman and the putting outside for you. So the guys are the call for the every day, every minute, every second traffic. Thank you for putting in the time.
Thank you. Thank you. This person. Hello.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning. Tell us the name. Where you calling us from?
I'm calling you from the Cali Hospital. Kaya Aliu. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Sir. My brother, even though I'm on my hospital bed, but we are worried about Liberia. Some of us go under the mosque. We pray that God will deliver Liberia. Things are happening. When you see some of the things, I guess some of you can see, but some of the things that God revealing to some of us in the mosque. Liberia, we need to pray. We need to pray. All the bad things we think about in the world is shaving to Liberia now. And some of our people we depending on to give us protection. They are harming us than protection. I got a situation where I can't explain, but I leave everything with Allah. You know, something very clear was done to me in the hospital. I don't even know how the place I am in my Leona surgery.
Okay. So what we'll do, we'll talk about you when I leave the radio so that we can be able to talk. Okay, he went off, but I have your number already. Yes, we need to talk about that. Very, very important. So *799 *24# is the code. Keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. Let's get 5 more persons playing to see whether we can get one of our regular players some money here. But I get this person from this end. Good morning.
Good morning.
You need to lower your monitor or work away, Chief.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead. You are live. Tell us a name and where you joining us from.
Yes, Mr. Japa calling from Broad Street. My concern has to do with the police.
Okay.
I don't know whether we have police in the country.
We got police.
But they are not performing as a police. We don't even have police inspector. Look at our police in the street. See how they looking. Especially again, my concern has to do with Connection and they boys. The person coaching put the state police on the street now. The state police feel that they are more superior over the national police. The other time I saw 2 state police officers and national police officers appointed. Because the state police stopped, they gave them the right now to get into traffic.
I don't know whether the state police is close to getting involved into traffic, arresting cars, all the things there. And they are causing problems. So I'm calling on the police director. If these state police don't have anything to do with traffic, let them get them out of they get their function. To make sure that the state see nobody stay there and just don't get there. And make sure that the sellers, the marketeers on the street are arranged for it is their function. But not to get into traffic. They get into traffic, even arresting, they will not arrest any other car. As soon as they see a car with one or two steers behind it, they will jump in front of it. It happened in other car, and one pickup almost killed one city policeman. There were two, they jump in front of the pickup. These people just said a man, and one of the things I look at is the police on the street now, they print their own ticket, violation ticket, and they're using that to arrive and intimidate or transport up.
That's an allegation. We are going to check it out. Yes.
Yeah, check it out.
Anyway, thank you. Let's hold you there and get on this other person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you are live. Go ahead.
Thank you. Let me say good morning to you and good morning to our brilliant, patriotic, and nationalistic diaspora in the diaspora. They are doing a very tremendous work and we appreciate it.
What's your name, Chief?
And also the Labrador people in general. For the record nations, I'm Pocat Robert. And I join you for our unknown destinations. My dear brother, we want to be very clear and categorically clear about how the police are raising their left and say that they are enforcing. That is not enforcement. Let's talk and talk so. We want everybody to obey the law. For you too, as a police officer, you should know the rules and ethics of carrying on or enforcement. Just now, another policeman just got a very handsome Ferrari. He was dragged. You get jumped in for a car. I tell you.
Yeah, sometimes they got there, they will just go stand in front of the car. The car will be ahead, they will stand in front of the car. You know, I don't really know.
Number one, it's a it's a vehicle.
Yeah, it gets out at any time.
Before it stops, it takes a time. Yes, just now for you to persuade the driver and see how you can use a persuasive mentor. That individual going to go join for the car, and he got a very handsome Friday.
Wow. Anyway, that wish is not good. That wish is not good. Yeah, it's not good.
Sometimes when you go in the kind of point, man, there's a reply you call. So actually, want to steer our police officers. Don't mind the irregularity or graphic coma giving you money. That money is irregularity.
Thank you, Robert. Let's hold you there. And let me bring on Mr. Aliyu Masale very, very quickly. Yes. Chief, go ahead very quick as we take at least 3 more calls and go on.
Yeah, thank you, Destiny, and thanks to the caller for taking their time. Yeah, so that just said that we are all on the same path. The government, this is an old age problem, but at least we have to graduate from one step to another. There are a lot to do when it comes to the traffic violation, the reckless driving. The government just have to see what they can do. Yes, maybe they can start from where they think they can start from, where they will end. But it is just too much. And to our brothers over there in the traffic, the life you carry over there, even your own life involved, they're too much speedy, reckless driving is not good. We have to stop it. And there's too much thing of, it is just too much in the country. But once again, we've always prayed for our country, and everything is a gradual process. So till we get Monday again, everybody have a nice weekend. Salamu alaikum to everyone. God bless America and God bless Liberia. Thank you.
All right, thank you so kind, Mr. Aliyu Masale. Let's take 2 more calls and go back to Mr. Reeves. And 07722399933, 0886304497, 077780375 are the numbers. Let's take 2 more calls and go back to Mr. Reeves. So keep playing the King's Cash giveaway, star 799 star 24 hash, and stand a chance to win for yourself 10,000. And also for our regular players, we'll also be giving you 1,000. That's our loyalty players. Just to appreciate you for always playing the King's Cash Giver. Keep playing. After I leave the radio, our next announcer will come here to continue from where I stopped and give out more money. Yes, so let's get this pressing. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
Brother Steven, I called to remind you again, please do not forget, I beg you.
Just take this number here, 0776718151. Take that number.
And say you read it back because my phone is very grounded, I beg, if I try the line.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, all right. So yeah, so I think you can get it, get the number now, 0776 718151. 0776 718151. I think you have gotten it. Let me get this last caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Koto.
Good morning.
Right, there are patients there calling from people.
Go ahead, David.
Yeah, so the Java issue is a free break set. The people can pull on the rule. Now when you crossing, you slow down. The Java they can listen. They will dodge that speed breaker. They can't on the sidewalk. It's supposed to be so. They put that speed breaker, they have to slow down and pass. But they can dodge it, speed breaker and can't on the sidewalk. But they are saying right here, I see it every day. Sometimes the car will even move on the car and come close up to my setting place to overtake somebody. It's wrong.
Okay.
I want to face the quota with speed breaker, slow down and pass over it, but they can do it.
All right, patience. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. And yes, we are not taking any more call. Let me now go back to Mr. Reeves as he gives his parting comment. Mr. Reeves, you are welcome back. I just brought you on. Go ahead, Chief.
Thank you very much. Many thanks to our callers and our viewers and those who commented in our comment section. So the problem in Liberia, as I said earlier, is from the hierarchy. The lawmakers, the ministers, everybody, they are not obeying the law. If the police try to do the right thing that they know that they were trained to do, somebody from the higher up will call and say, look, that person that my interest, that my this, that my that. And if that particular police officer continue to say, no, this is a law, this is a law, they will fire him. And they need maybe $80 or $100 that he depended on to feed his family. That will not be there. So the only way out, they are being paid poorly, and then they cannot do their work because of the higher authority. So all they do is say, you know what? Let me just make my own levy from what I'm doing. But if the higher ups, the lawmakers, the ministers, and all of those people, if they were to be law-abiding citizens and punish crimes, those things should not be done. Even if we have workshop all the time, the workshop would not be effective because we are not enforcing the law. The law is only being enforced on the common people, the poor people, so that they can extract the little thing that they are trying to get for their family to survive. So the problem in Liberia is mostly those who make the law, those who are supposed to implement the law, and those who are supposed to be the referee of the law. They are always disrespecting. The other day I saw this man, Serena Cephas, I think that is his name. They were driving a car, and then the car was not in regulation. I think the document expired. And he said, but the document expired about 3 months ago. And then he was challenging this police officer and all this stuff. That's what I'm saying. If those who are the lawmakers, those who are the implementer of the law, and those who are the referees of the law, if they value the rule of law in the country, all of the things are going on, they will not go on. And this is why we really need we as Liberians to speak our mind to our officials, so that the country can be a law-abiding country. when Madam Salif put in place about no public smoking in Liberia, and that was being enforced. People were not smoking in the streets of Moria the way they're doing now, because the law not enforcing it. When President Salif enforced a law about parents who send their kids to sell markets before going to school, and they can be all in the streets. When they started arresting the kids and bringing the mother to the prison to question them why the kids are not in school. When those laws were implemented, we saw the result. But the government is not enforcing the law, and at the end of the day, the people suffer because of the government refusal to make sure that Liberia is a law-abiding country. And this is so we need to talk about this more often, and issues that are confronting our people. Our people are dying every day with car accidents. It is wrong. So we need to continue to educate our people, and then we need to speak to our government. Whatever way we find necessary to speak to them, we need to speak to the authority. Thank you for listening to us, and thank you, Quantum, for the show.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Reeves. We actually appreciate you as well. Okay, so this is we take our usual weekend break. Say thanks to every one of you who put in your calls and other people who were able to, follow us via our various social media platforms. We actually appreciate every one of you. Oh yeah, so we'll be here Monday by the special grace of God with another edition of the program Issues in the Society. I'm Stephen Compton. I have been here with Mr. Solomon Barker Reeves and Mr. Aliyu Masale, other than from the US. I say thanks to every one of you, and do have yourself a blessed weekend.
Ayo.